Hello, my name is Julia Inazemtseva and I am your instructor for this class. I had lots of questions about how my math lab works and what actually goes to your gradebook and what is not. Let me show you briefly how you should work in this class. This class is objectively a challenging class because at the beginning we actually start with the material we cover in Calculus 3. So this class has 4 chapters. The first one is a Calculus 3 material, which is multivariable calculus. The second one is matrices, which is more or less straightforward. Most of the students told me they like it the most. The third one is probability. Students like it as well. And the last one is statistics, which is also very challenging. Students told me way too many formulas to remember. So the first one and the last one's chapters are the hardest ones. Try to keep up. Now I will share my screen and show you what you should do to succeed in class. We gave you the schedule, and the most important part is to follow the schedule. You should not fall behind. I noticed that when students fall behind, this is where they tend to, unfortunately, drop or fail the class. Because the class is just way too fast if it's a short section. So as you can see, multivariable calculus, then matrices. It is pretty straightforward, but it's tedious, takes lots of time to continue problems. Then probability, which is kind of fun, and statistics is the most applicable for business students because in business you actually use a lot of statistics, and these formulas are used to calculate the insurance prices and so on. Now go to Canvas and you will see that I set up everything for you. Here's your syllabus, how to register for my math lab, find the videos for the class. They actually are all located here. We do move slowly these videos to another domain, but for now they are in this website. Here they are, all the lists are here. And we do have exam reviews, which are here. Here's the exam reviews we use. Now, you can see my name and my webpage and everything like that, but the most important is the schedule, and you have to put all of those dates in your calendar not to miss them. When you go to my math lab, so you go to modules, and this is where you start working in the modules, and this is where you watch your videos. We put all the videos here. Most of those videos have J in it. This is J ampersand. I do have my own videos, but they went to another class, usually to 10 and 117. So you watch these videos and you need to make good notes. Make sure you have good notes. You write down all the formulas and the ideas. Right after this, go and jump and start working with the my math lab program. Here it is. The most confusing part, I would say, is why there are assignments and the study plan at the same time. So you don't need to do assignments. That's the confusing part. Go to study plan, and this is where you start working. You already know that you should, you could do practice, but only quiz me gives you points. So if you go back in Canvas and click assignments, you will see that homework doesn't give you any points. It's 5% for the chapter 6 quiz, for the chapter 11 quiz, for the chapter 10 and chapter 12. And then everything else are exams, 40% for each exam. So when you are looking at the weights, here they are. There's a 0 points for assignments. Then why we're doing them, you can ask. Because in order to unlock the chapter quiz, which are located here, here it is. If you want, you need to take chapter 6 quiz to get your grade. When I'm clicking on it, it tells me, well, you did not earn 12 my mastery points from the study plan. Or if you click chapter 11, it will be 17 points and so on. And the worst part of this scenario is that when you want to practice the midterm or final, these also need to be unlocked. To unlock them, you need to do 75% or more on chapter 6 or chapter 11 quizzes. Does it make sense? So this class works like a computer game. You do your homework to unlock this quiz, and then these quizzes will unlock practice exam. Exams, however, are never locked. You can always take the exam, so we're not gonna force you to finish all the homework in order to take the exam. But again, seems like all of this is working like a computer game. So when you click here, it tells you go to study plan, you go to study plan, and you start working on a study plan. You can click on the quiz me right away, and this is what's gonna give you points, mastery points, MPs. So I'm starting the quiz, and then what I do, I look at the problem, and I stuck with it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do it, and then it becomes very frustrating. So step one, look at your notes. Maybe the answer is in your notes. No, you cannot find it there. Step two, you stuck, don't stuck longer than for 10, 15 minutes. Don't need to do that. Make a screenshot of the problem, preferably with the number of the problem so we can see where it's coming from. Click copy. And then what do you do? And it's the best part of my classes. I always set up a forum in my classes. My forums are amazing. Students told me it was the most helpful thing they had in this class is the forum. Now, new thread, and then you say stuck with. So I'm gonna just paste my problem here. And then I can do 6.1 and then 1. And then don't make it just blank like this, right? At least what you've tried. Like say, cannot get the second answer. Please help, please help. And then you post it. You can choose homework here or whatever you want. You post it. And instead of being frustrated with your homework, you post it and leave it alone and move to another problem, move to another quiz, or go practice if you want, and so on. And that is how you save your time and you don't struggle too much. Practices do not give you mastery points, but if you mess up too much in the quiz me, it will freeze. So that's the problem. When it freezes, you have to go, it will become blank. So you have to go to practice and then complete 1 or 2 problems correctly here. But also these problems are good because they sometimes have help. Almost all old problems have examples. First of all, they have step-by-step solving thing, but my favorite one is the example here. So technically speaking, you can go to practice first, click question help, click view an example, and then instead of clicking continue, which I don't like, I clicking question help and I click print. And then I print it as a PDF file in my computer. So I'm clicking as a PDF file, save as a PDF, you see? Well, actually, no, I think you need to click continue to finish it first. I guess that depends on the browser. Now, I'm gonna click question help and print. And now all of it is here. So I'm gonna print, yes, all of it here as a PDF, save it as a PDF, right? And then when you save it as a PDF, you can reopen it and then you close this, go to quiz me and use that PDF file to help you to finish those problems. And that's how you can study more efficiently because these problems are almost the same. And now you have a printed PDF example from your practice problem. If something doesn't work really well in my math lab, maybe it's time to change the browser. If you go to Mozilla or Chrome or the other one and check it there, maybe it works better there. So that's my suggestion. Always try different browsers before asking for help. And also I wanted to ask you, when you go to study plan and when you go to practice exam, practice homework problems, and you click your question help, you can also have video here, a textbook. You can check step-by-step solution, but don't click this button. I'm asking all my students, not because I'm lazy or rude. I have sometimes, usually I have 500 students per semester. So if each of you gonna start asking me each homework question, not in the forum, but in the email, because this sends me the email, don't do that. I will be overflowed and I won't be able to help anyone anymore. So your job is to post it in the forum instead. And being active in the forum always shows you that you are participating in class and you're doing an amazing job and you help others and you post your own questions. Now, the confusing part was the assignments. Technically speaking, I can click on those assignments and just close it from you. I mean, these homework assignments, enhanced homework assignments. If you're confused by this, I can just unassign it anyways. So here they are, and I can just close them. They don't give you anything except the practice. But students in the previous semester, they asked me to keep them. So originally I would hide them because they don't actually they don't give you any part of the grade. So I would just hide them because you have quiz me and you have practice. So this is a little bit extra. But in the previous year, students asked me to keep it for more practice if they want to prepare for the exam. One more common question is how close the practice exam is. Here it is. Check. The practice exam, how close it is for the real exam. The answer is very close. So you want to make sure you have unlocked. Let me see, where is my study plan? Assignments. You want to make sure you have unlocked your practice exams. So make sure you unlock the quiz, unlock the second quiz, have 75% or more done on those quizzes. This unlocks the midterm practice. When you're done with midterm practice, you will see that it will be very close to the real exam. So now you are ready for the exam. We don't have a cumulative exam in this class. We have only two different exams. Midterm practice covers 2 chapters, and final exam covers 2 chapters. That makes sense. What else I wanted to say is don't get behind, keep following, watch the movies, watch the videos for each chapter, and then get ready for the test. Each test will be online, proctored by some kind of recording program. Either it's Honor Log or RP Now or anything else. We usually announce it closer to the exam. And that's the whole point here in this class. Definitely read my announcements because I like posting announcements in classes. Go to modules and then go to your forum, whatever forum we're using at this time. Make sure you are active there. And then keep checking the schedule with the syllabus. Make sure you're not getting behind and everything is done well. As you can see, again, quizzes matter and exams matter in this class. Recently, we stopped giving points for doing homework. Homework is for practice and make sure you have good skills covered. Hopefully that will makes it less confusing now and you can succeed in this class and don't worry too much. Your job is to really understand the fact that this class is your part-time job because it requires lots of time. But as I understand, this is your last math class if you're in the business major. So just push it through and make sure you do well and you will feel very satisfied at the end when you pass it. This class is fast and it's challenging. So your job is not to get behind. You use our tutoring. We have tutoring in this at the ASU. Help at the forum. I have a helper with me to help you with the forum, but we always wait a little bit in the forum so that you can help each other and then we're going to contribute later. So to avoid the frustration, you're not supposed to stuck with homework for half an hour, one problem. You stuck with the problem, copy paste into the forum and move to another problem. Come back in 1 hour or so, see the solution, see your help we gave you in the forum, move on. And that's how you avoid frustration in the math class. I wish you good luck and I'm sure you will do well.